Neighbors abandoned their disabled son after his accident, so I raised him as my own. Years later, they're suing me for his inheritance. When Carlos was 14, he suffered a spinal injury in a diving accident that left him paralyzed from the waist down. His parents, the perfect suburban family next door, couldn't handle having a disabled child. Within 3 months, they'd moved him to a state facility and sold their house, claiming they couldn't afford his care. They left no forwarding address and changed their numbers. I was a single guy, 35, working as a physical therapist. I'd visit Carlos at the facility during my rounds and saw him deteriorating, not physically, but emotionally. Kid went from honor roll to barely speaking, so I started the paperwork to become his guardian. Took 2 years of legal battles, but I got custody when he was 16. Those next years were brutal but beautiful. I converted my house for wheelchair access, learned to help with his medical needs, fought with insurance companies, attended every physical therapy session. We bonded over video games, sci-fi novels, and terrible jokes. He started calling me Pops after year 1. Finished high school with a 4.0, got a full scholarship to study computer engineering. Carlos graduated last year and landed a job at a major tech company. Kids making 6 figures at 24, developed 3 apps that help disabled users navigate cities. He bought me a car for my birthday with a note, "For the man who never let me give up." Then 2 months ago, his biological parents showed up. They'd seen a news article about Carlos winning a tech innovation award worth $500,000. Suddenly they were ready to reconnect with their beloved son. Carlos refused to see them, so they came to me. His father actually said, "We appreciate you babysitting all these years, but family is family." Babysitting. 10 years of my life, and he called it babysitting. They started showing up everywhere. His workplace, our home, the gym where he plays wheelchair basketball, leaving flowers, cards, messages about forgiveness, and God's plan bringing them back together. Carlos filed a restraining order. That's when they got nasty. They're now suing me for alienation of affection and financial exploitation of a vulnerable adult. They claim I brainwashed Carlos and am stealing his money. They want power of attorney and access to his accounts, claiming he's not mentally competent due to his trauma. The kicker? They're using photos from Carlos's social media against us. Pictures of us at his graduation, him calling me dad in posts, our family vacations. They say it's proof I systematically replaced them in his life. Last week was the first hearing. Their lawyer actually argued that since they never legally terminated parental rights, abandonment doesn't count in our state without formal proceedings. They're still his rightful guardians. The judge asked Carlos directly what he wanted. Carlos looked at his bio parents and said, "You left me to rot in a facility when I became inconvenient." This man gave up his single life to raise an angry, depressed teenager in a wheelchair. He never missed a doctor's appointment, never complained about the 3 a.m. medical emergencies, never made me feel like a burden. He's not my guardian, he's my dad, and you're just strangers who want my money. The judge dismissed most of their claims, but is allowing the financial exploitation investigation to proceed. Carlos has to prove he's mentally competent and that I never took advantage of him. We're compiling 10 years of receipts, medical records, and school documentation. His bio mom texted me last night. "You stole our son. We'll make sure you pay for it." I responded, "I didn't steal him. You threw him away. I just refused to let him believe he was garbage." The trial continues next month. Carlos says no matter what happens, I'll walk him down the aisle at his wedding next year. His bio parents weren't invited even before they sued us. They definitely aren't now.